In this video, we are going to show you the perfect itinerary for Lima. One of the questions we get the most is how to build a logical itinerary for the only capital in South America bathed by the sea, which has ceased to be just a stopover for Machu Picchu and has become the greatest gastronomic destination in the world. To see the absolute basics, just the historic center and a walk in Miraflores, you need 2 days. But to take it easy, eat at award-winning restaurants, visit the bohemian neighborhood of Barranco, and swim with sea lions in the Pacific, we recommend at least 5 days. That is why we prepared a super complete 5-day itinerary with the best of Lima so you do not waste time. So let us get started. What is the best time to visit Lima? Lima's climate is very peculiar. It is a humid city where it almost never rains. From May to November, the city is covered by a gray and low mist called La Garua. The sky stays white all day and it gets damp cold. If you want blue sky and shining sun, the right time is summer from December to April. It is when the city comes alive and the sunset on the Pacific is guaranteed. And how many days to stay in Lima? The city is huge and traffic is chaotic, so travel takes time. The #1 mistake is staying just 1 day rushing. The bare minimum we recommend is 3 full days, but the ideal is 5 days to include the Palomino Islands tour and the Larco Museum calmly. Now let us get to the day by day. Day 1. Modern Lima and the ocean. Arrive at Jorge Chavez Airport and take an Uber or the Airport Express bus to Miraflores. Never take a street taxi. Check in and go straight to the Miraflores Malecon. It is a beautiful boardwalk on top of the cliffs overlooking the sea. Walk from the lighthouse to the Park of Love, where there is the famous statue, the Kissin Walls with colorful mosaics. Keep walking to Larcomar. It is an open-air mall built embedded in the cliff. The view is surreal. Have lunch there at Mango's Restaurant or Tanta to try Creole food. In the afternoon, visit Kennedy Park. It is the heart of Miraflores and famous for having dozens of cats that live free and are cared for by the City Hall. End the night dining at the Huacapuclana restaurant. It is located inside an archaeological site with an illuminated pyramid of 1,500 years. It is an unmissable experience. Staying in a good region will make your trip much easier. The strategy in Lima is to escape the center and stay close to the sea. The first option, and everyone's favorite, is Miraflores. It is the safest, most touristy, clean neighborhood with constant police presence. It has hotels of all price ranges and you do everything on foot. The second option is Barranco. It is the neighboring neighborhood bohemian full of street art, old mansions, and cool bars. It is great for young couples. The third option is San Isidro. It is the financial center, more chic, exclusive, and quiet, where the luxury restaurants and the olive grove are located. Avoid staying in the historic center or near the airport due to safety issues at night. We created this personalized map that explains exactly which is the best region. Staying in Miraflores or Barranco, you cannot go wrong. We will leave here on the screen QR code and in the video description the link to this map. We created them on the hotel site we always use, as it always has the best prices and free cancellation. And remembering that in this link below, we always organize everything you need to set up your entire trip for the lowest price. The sites we use to build our trips, and that have everything much cheaper, such as international eSIM cell phone chip, to have internet and call Uber discounted travel insurance tickets for museums and city tours, good and cheap hotels we have already stayed at, and the global account to carry dollars. Save this page in your favorites. Day 2. Historic Center and Catacombs. Take an Uber to the Plaza de Armas Plaza Mayor. It is the founding site of the city. See the Cathedral of Lima and the Government Palace. Try to arrive before noon to see the changing of the guard. Walk to see the wooden balconies of the colonial buildings, which are a World Heritage Site. The mandatory visit is the San Francisco Convent. You take a guided tour and go down into the catacombs, where the bones of 25,000 people are organized geometrically in the church underground. It is impressive. At night, go to the Parque de la Reserva to see the Magic Water Circuit. It is a show of lights, music, and projection on gigantic fountains. It is cheap and beautiful. Day 3. Bohemian Barranco. Today is the day to explore the most charming neighborhood. Barranco is full of art and life. Start with a bridge of sighs. Legend has it that if you cross holding your breath, your wish comes true. Go down the Bajada de Baños, a pedestrian slope that goes down to the sea full of graffiti murals and colorful mansions. It is the best place for photos. For lunch, the golden tip is the Isolina restaurant. It is a tavern that serves comfort food in gigantic portions. Order the ossobuco or the seco de tira. Arrive early as the line is huge. Visit the Mate Museum by photographer Mario Testino, or the Pedro de Osma Museum if you like art. End the day watching the sunset at one of the bars overlooking the sea, or at the classic Ayahuasca Resto Bar to try drinks with pisco. Day 4. Ancient History and Haute Cuisine. Go visit the Larco Museum. It is located in a beautiful colonial house full of bougainvillea flowers. The Inca gold and silver collection is fantastic, but the pre-Columbian erotic pottery room is what draws the most attention. The museum cafe is excellent for a brunch. Then go to the Circuito market to see the absurd variety of Peruvian fruits and fish. To close the night, try a reservation months in advance at one of the best restaurants in the world, such as Central Mado or Astrid y Gaston. If you cannot get it, go to Panchita to eat the best anticuchos beef heart skewers in town. Day 5. Sea lions and urban art in Callao. Today we go to Callao, the port city neighboring Lima. Take an Uber to the La Punta district. It is a tip of land that juts into the sea full of old summer houses and Pebble Beach. Take the boat tour to the Palomino Islands. It is an incredible adventure where you enter the cold sea with a wetsuit and swim surrounded by thousands of curious sea lions. The smell is strong, but the experience is unique. Have fresh seafood lunch in La Punta. In the afternoon, visit Monumental Callao. It is a historic area that used to be dangerous and has been revitalized with lots of urban art, giant graffiti art galleries, and cool cafes. End the day more quietly strolling through the El Olivar forest in San Isidro, a beautiful park with olive trees that were planted 400 years ago. An important tip is to buy tickets for attractions in advance. The Larco Museum and the Palomino Islands tour are very popular. We will leave in the QR code on the screen and in the description the link to the site where we always buy tickets and tours for the lowest price. It is the largest tour site in the world, and you guarantee your entry without stress. Now let us talk about transportation. How to get around Lima. To arrive, you fly to Jorge Chavez Airport, Lim. To get around the city, Uber is the best option. It is cheap and safe. There is the express bus Metropolitano that has an exclusive lane and escapes the hellish traffic of Lima, but it is always crowded. Attention! Do not rent a car in Lima. Traffic is one of the worst and most aggressive in the world. No one respects the lanes, and it is guaranteed stress. Quick shopping tips. Lima is paradise for buying silver and alpaca wool. The best place is the Inca Market on Petit Thouars Avenue in Miraflores. It is a huge shopping complex. Peruvian 950 silver is cheap and of very high quality. Alpaca clothes are light and very warm. Mandatory documentation for international tourists. To enter Peru, rules are simple. You generally just need your valid passport. U.S. citizens do not need a visa. And remembering travel insurance. Medical costs in Peru can be expensive, and stomach problems with water or food can happen. We never travel without it. And in the link in the description, there is the comparator we use. And how much does it cost to eat in Lima? There is something for every budget. You can eat an honest menu of the day for $5 or spend $300 on the central tasting menu. In average tourist restaurants, a plate of ceviche or lomo saltado costs about $15 to $20. The food is plentiful. And what to do at night? The night happens in Barranco. The Barranco Beer Company brewery is great. In Miraflores, the famous Pizza Street has been renovated and is quieter, but Berlin Street continues with lively bars and clubs. If you liked this detailed itinerary, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much and safe travels.